Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Sean Brady. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Scott Howard.
Scott Howard will call the shots between these two welterweight prospects. Vanessa Hansen is with us in Norfolk, Virginia. And thank you for tuning in early on ESPN Plus. First of 12 fights, including a possible UFC flyweight championship to be won in our main event.
Fighter, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready? Go!
Gates are closed and the fight is on for 3 possible rounds here. Sean Brady is in the black. He's a small underdog at even money. Исмаил Наурдиев minus 130 is the favorite in the red.
Sean's got to be careful. That first kick he threw there was kind of sloppy. I know it's just a feeling out process, but a guy like Исмаил, he's not going to let you off the hook if you make mistakes.
Just out of range of the kick as Brady steps back.
Исмаил really forcing him back here, just cutting off the cage, using sideways movement, keeping him against the fence. Nice snapping jab as well.
Left hook to lead. I asked him about the back tattoo this week when I talked to Sean Brady because you gotta take a lot when you stand out in the tattoo game in the UFC. And he said it's a Japanese Hunyan mask, which has become kind of an obsession of his, part of the Japanese culture. Because, you know, at first look, you'd think it's the devil, but...
Yeah, I think it's the devil still. I mean, you can say whatever you want, Sean. It looks like the devil to me.
He said it wasn't.
Catches the leg, trying to get the takedown. Nice elbow.
Elbow over the top from Naurdiev, who fires an uppercut through the middle as well. And an elbow on the break.
Исмаil's looking really confident here. Striking sharp and fluent, cutting off the cage, forcing him back.
Combination by Brady, sticks and moves and circles back to the center.
The left hook almost got through for Brady there. Right hand left hook, but didn't quite connect. That was a nice body kick.
Favor returned by Naurdiev, who continues, Michael, to switch his stances constantly through the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, Naurdiev, as I said before, he can get it done everywhere. Excellent grappler, good wrestling. He has been out-wrestled before in the past, but then his next fight, the last one against Sayer, came back and totally out-wrestled him. Held him down pretty much for the last 2 rounds. But he's not a lay and pray guy, as we can see here. Very, very diverse, explosive striking.
Leaps in with the knee and forces the clinch, which is where Brady wants to fight the fight to be. He knows he can't stay on the outside and that is where Naurdiev would be strongest. Brady takes the first shot, easily defended by the Austrian Wonder Boy.
Yeah, perfect defense. Lowered the base, pivoted the legs out the way. Oh, there you go. That was nice.
Brady.
Double jab right hand. It's a great combination. The 2 jabs, it often hides the right hand coming through. You focus on the second jab and then boom, the right hand sneaks through. Best punch landed so far. Исмаил just a little out of range there.
Spin kick backed up Brady, who blocked it, but still felt it. The UFC 248 prelims kickoff the night from Las Vegas on ESPN. 4 prelims at 8 Eastern, including a bantamweight scrap between top prospect Sean O'Malley and Mexico's Jose Quinones, plus Denmark Olympic wrestling standout Mark O. Madsen takes on Austin Hubbard. That's the UFC 248 prelims on ESPN.
Brady's got to be careful. He's allowing Исмаил to back him up against the fence too much. It's kind of reminding me the way Tyron Woodley fights. He often backs himself up against the fence and then looks to explode. But he's backing up a little too much. You've got to get the respect. You've got to push forward. You've got to force your man back. You've got to let him know, hey, listen, You know, you're not in charge of me. You're not forcing, you're not dictating the pace of this fight. That's it. There we go.
Brady forward with 3 punches and landed on the last one to the chin. And then a low kick, but Naurdiev right now holding the advantage in significant strikes in the last 30 seconds of round 1.
When Brady actually commits to it and throws a several punch combination, he often lands the last couple of shots. When he's just, you know, throwing one at a time, he's not having success. But as I say, the longer combinations, he's catching Ismail every time.
Naurdiev defends another takedown attempt from Brady and forces him back to the fence, where the first round comes to an end.
Go to Summer, go to Summer. Corner, coach, corner.
Come on, guys, come on. I want to see you feint because he's open every time you feint. Feint and then come back with a combination. That's when you almost knock him out. Okay, this is gonna work again. Stop walking back. Circle, circle.
Hey, you've seen his best already. Now it's time for you to show him your best. All right, let's go. This is where we win the round. Second and third.
Don't accept his pressure.
A little bit of feint, change it up.
Next from Virginia, the entire 6-fight main card is right here on ESPN+. Joseph Benavidez looks to capture the UFC Flyweight Championship. He takes on dangerous finisher Davison Figueiredo. The main card follows the prelims right here on ESPN+ in North.
Ismail looks to be enjoying himself, trying to cheer the crowd on there. I think he thinks it's round 3 and not round 2, but okay. And you heard the corner of Brady saying, listen, you can't allow him to back you up, just like I said earlier. You know, you gotta take command of this fight. There we go. That was really nice.
Right, left that time for Brady. Naurdiev left his feet several times, showing some creative knees and kicks off the ground.
Very nice.
Goes with a 2-3 on that one. Answered by Brady.
Those low kicks are going to start to add up for Brady. He's landed 2 very, very heavy kicks. Let's see what he can do here. Tried a couple of takedowns out in the open, but as we know, he wasn't successful. Up against the fence, this is a different game. Trying to get a double leg here, but he's got the whizzer. Brady needs to give up and try and go for a single. Nicely done, grabbing the fence. Ismail's grabbing the fence there. Come on, ref. You've got to be quick on that.
So not able to get him down yet. Now he'll take a knee.
If you ask
Brady's been able to
DC,
control from the back.
if you ask DC, he'd say that was a takedown. Oh, that's definitely a takedown. Nice work. He's got the back. He's got one hook in.
Now you can see the redness on the left leg that's been piling up from those leg kicks of Brady as Naurdiev tries to scramble back to his knees.
Yeah, Brady's going to really contain this position. He's worked really hard to get Ismail down. He's got him in a good position. But at any moment, Ismail can explode up to his feet. You see he's got that left leg planted. If he just committed and exploded up, he would get back to his feet. Problem is, you do leave yourself open for other things. But there he is. Nicely done by Brady. Ismail's getting up. Oh, he's got to be careful. They'll slide off.
Maintains control halfway through round number 2.
Yeah, Sean knew he was too high there. He abandoned ship and went back to just riding him from turtle position.
Now gets busy up top with the left hand momentarily.
That's it.
Let's listen into the corner of Sean Brady.
Good. Yes.
Good job, Sean. Keep the pressure. Go ahead, pull that foot out. Good.
Hey, work that grip.
Watch
There,
your
work
stance.
that grip.
Good job. Elbow.
Hey, 2 minutes.
Go for the neck if you give it to you.
2 minutes,
You know what to do. If you give it to you, get it. That's it. You know what to do.
When it's there. Only when it's there.
Let's go. Let's go.
So Daniel Gracie and the team out of Gracie, Philadelphia Jiu-Jitsu, liking what they're seeing right now, and why not?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Ismail's making some crucial mistakes there, trying to get back to his feet, but presenting his head or his neck as quite an easy target there. But fortunately for him, he's managed to get back to the feet. the corner of Brady, screaming for the guillotine, saying, you know what to do.
Naurdiev goes for a takedown of his own.
Good attempt.
Brady able to turn that one around, and
here it is again. He's got the hands together.
Hands and puts him back down on the mat.
Once you get the hands together behind the butt, 9 times out of 10 you're going for a ride. But this is a very different round from round one. Round one, all on the feet. Round two so far, all Brady with the wrestling control.
Working from top half guard with under a minute to go now. A couple of elbows there. Well, Brady saying after his win over Court McGee in Boston, still nobody knows what I'm capable of. Still thought he had a lot more in the toolbox to show.
I mean, you mentioned it before, Brendan, but look at the state of that leg. Very, very marked up. I think only 3 kicks or so. 3 clean ones anyway. And he's trying to pass to mount. We saw him pushing on the right leg of Ismail earlier. Almost past the full mount. A couple of good elbows. Keeping his opponent flat on the back. That's what you want. When you're trying to control your opponent, you want both shoulders flat on the mat. Therefore, they can't get up. For Ismail, he's got to get on his side, reach for an underhook, and try and get back to his feet.
Huge round 2 for Sean Brady, who uses 2 takedowns. Round 3 is coming up.
Yeah. حاول كنترول الروتين. حاول كنترول الروتين اسمع.
Listen, stay long, man. You don't need to
Take advantage of that, okay? Don't shoot without punching, okay? Can't curse.
Hey, he's gonna come big. Be smart with your punches.
Watch his knees, okay? Watch the knees.
Sean, stay tight. Sean, stay tight, Sean.
Back and ready for the 3rd and final round here at welterweight. You see the significant strikes by round. Advantage Naurdiev in round 1. Sean Brady 2 takedowns and a big advantage in striking in round 2. So perhaps it comes down to these 5 minutes.
Yeah, you don't need to be a professional on mixed martial arts to know that round 2, that was big for Sean Brady. A lot of control on the floor, outstruck him, landed the most significant blows, and for the most part controlled him on the ground. So excellent round 2. You got to think it's 1-1 coming into this. Ismail landed more strikes in round 1. As I say, he stayed on the feet. Round 2, old Brady, as I said a minute ago. Oh, that's nice.
Brady blitzes forward again. Ismail Naurdiev getting instruction from Henry Hooft in his corner to stay long and stay on the outside. He's done a couple of camps down at Hard Knocks.
The good news for Brady now is that Ismail is going to be concerned about getting taken down. Wow. That allows for the strikes, but he's not going to need them if he does this. I mean, beautiful work. Right back to where he was in round 2. One hook in there, he's got to be careful. See, very, very good awareness there. He knew he was going to slide off, so he stepped off the back to remain in control.
So Naurdiev kind of started the exchange with a flying knee, and he leapt right into the grasp of Brady, who now has back control again with more than 3.5 minutes to work. Healthy mindset from Sean Brady coming into the week as well. He trained with Paul Felder back when Paul Felder made his UFC debut. Of course, Felder from Philadelphia. And Felder, when he's not at Rufus Sport in Milwaukee, trains at Gracie, Philly. Said, I saw Paul make his UFC debut, and he's now main eventing. I know it might be a bit of a road to get up there, but I belong with the best in the world, and he's cranking away here.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's getting off to a great start because so far, I mean, we've still got 3 minutes left in this round, but he's dominating the fight from round 2. Made an impressive debut against Court McGee, so far he's on the right track. This is a better position now. He's established, he's in half guard, but he's got Ismail finally properly down. Now we can go to work. Got to pass the legs and then look for submissions or some strikes. Yeah, Ismail's just, you know, he's trying to fight. He's trying to do everything he can to get to his feet. And there it is.
Now can he force the separation that he needs to go to work? Brady trying to hook the right leg and get him back down, and he does.
Very nice foot sweep. And that's just soul destroying for Ismail as well. It's round 3. He knows he's probably behind on the scorecards. Uses all that energy to get back to his feet, and then just as he gets up, back down. That sends a message. You know, he's beating him physically, but also mentally. It can be crushing. You know, it takes a lot of character to not give up in these situations.
Back to his feet one more time. Unofficially 4 of 9 on takedowns for Sean Brady. Defended nicely in the first 5 minutes, but he has kept at it and gotten the fight to where he wanted to.
Yeah, Ismail's been here before. His second fight in the UFC against Chancellor Encounter. Similar type of performance. He kind of got out-grappled, out-wrestled, and controlled for a lot. Then he rebounded against Sarah Bahadur, and he did the same to him, so I thought he may have gone away, worked on his wrestling, his grappling. He's certainly showing, I don't want to say flaws, but he's been outworked, that's for sure.
Now an awkward position here for Naurdiev as well. It does find his way back to his feet once again before he's dragged to the mat again. And now hammer fist from Brady, who turns up the aggression.
There it is. That's what he's trying to do. He's been looking for that all night. Finally got both hooks in, and then once again, Ismail stands up and he abandons ship, so he steps off, and he's trying to get 2 hooks in to flatten him out face down on the octagon, and then he'll get the finish. But Ismail squirming and doing the right thing to defend.
Naurdiev covering up and kind of on the seat of his pants with his left leg tied up. And his right heel so close to his butt, he has no leverage there. Great job by Brady to just really put him in uncomfortable positions with nowhere to go. Now explodes back to his feet. Brady hooks the leg again. 30 seconds to go, and relentless pressure from the fighter from Philadelphia.
Yeah, Brady's trying to do what he can to get the finish. The problem is the fence behind him. If he didn't have the fence, he could pull Ismail back, get him flat on his back, and really go to work. But still, nonetheless, he's controlling the fight, he's dominating, he's landing shots, certainly controlling the position and where the fight takes place. There we go. Gonna look for the guillotine. Try and close it out with the
Submission
finish.
in here. Final seconds of round 3. There's the horn. Well, tested in that first round, and Sean Brady comes back in a big way. It goes to the judges' scorecards, the official decision coming up next.
Rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Sean Brady.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner.